The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
You can't help but continue to marvel at how well this man's career has gone so far. Now in his 5th season as KC starter, he's never missed a conference title game, and he's taking the field in his 3rd Super Bowl. Simply dominant, it's easy to envision him being one of the top quarterbacks for many years to come.
Right to the air is Mahomes. And his first pass is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Mahomes to throw once more. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Hurts to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 30 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. They got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 44, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On play action, it's Mahomes. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, Hurts got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Okay, break.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders to the 27-yard line.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer?
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake. And now this is intercepted, my goodness. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Brandon, what's that one broke down. There were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
18 more yards there and another first down. Second down. Here's Hurts. Touchdown! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that flag accepted. Penalty on the PAT. They'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando.